Sweet Sorrow quickly became one of my favorite energy auto rifles, and I finally have an arc auto rifle that I really enjoy using and that I really have no issue with using in endgame content. I will definitely be using this in Grandmaster Nightfalls because it just works and it's a great pleasure to use. I think only one arc auto rifle I really enjoyed using in the past, and that's the one that comes from the moon. I can't remember the name of it for some reason. It's really smooth. It feels quite a bit like Gnawing Hunger. And after it was sunset, I couldn't use it for the longest while. And now I'm regrinding for the God roll again for that one. And I'm kind of switching up what I'm going to go. And we'll do a video on that at a later time. But this gun right here is a seasonal weapon. You can collect enough red boxes for it to craft the roll you want, and you need to do it before Lightfall drops because the season content will be deleted fairly soon. I mean, time does fly. So let's take a quick look at where you need to go. You need to head on into your destinations tab and go up to the helm, and you're going to collect your quest or whatever from the whatever this table is called. The war table. There you go. It says it right there. War table. Wing of the Risen. So you can go there if you don't already have it. The game is gonna make you recollect your things from the past. Wow, this is a great video because I can't remember the name of anything. So as you can see, like, this is the seasonal heirloom you'll have to pick up, and then you can go through and continue playing through the seasonal content. Now I don't have any engrams to show you how to do it, but I haven't upgraded it all the way. Oh my gosh. I need to continue upgrading it. This is great, guys. I can show you how to do it. So I haven't fully upgraded my table. You can still get red boxes, and that's part of the reason why I didn't. I quit playing after I got all the weapons. I have all of these crafted, and I recommend crafting all of them. They're great. But you'll want to collect red boxes so you can ultimately craft it. Now, the insight, if you go into here and you go to your seasonal content and then the challenges, you can click on the past challenges tab. And as you can see, like, I've done all of the season of the haunted, but I haven't done all of the season of the risen. And I need to do these to get my insight to fully upgrade the table. I am actually planning on doing this with a friend fairly soon. They're all legend, that's why I don't have them done. But these are all the things. The reason why these are still here is so you can go through and get all of your insight to upgrade the table fully. We quickly squirreled on how to get it, but I know someone's going to be like, well, Diber, how do I still get this gun? Well, that's how you get the gun. Back to the Sweet Sorrow. So this season dropped immediately with Witch Queen when that was released. And what I noticed is that a lot of the weapons that came from both the Throne World and from the PsyOps missions really were very stable weapons. I found myself not going towards using Fluted Barrel or Arrowhead Break, and I really at first thought you could use full bore for everything, and that's what I started with on this weapon, was full bore. And then I probably defaulted to Tac Mag because that's usually what I default to, and I can't remember what I put on this gun, even though we just looked at it. But what I realized when I started taking this into harder content and shooting like King's Fall and all of that good stuff is shooting from a distance, I was finding it really difficult to acquire the target. I couldn't do it. Headshots for really tiny things that were far away, really difficult to get because it was just, the cursor was popping all over the place. The sight was just going all the way around whatever I was trying to hit. Unfortunately, it wasn't so bad that I had to go with Arrowhead Break. Now, this is really a good choice if you're having a hard time with recoil and that gun is just bouncing everywhere. This was just bouncing enough to make me want to get a little bit of help on it. Fortunately, I could go to Hammerforged Rifling and get what I needed. Now, it could be even more like laser-like so many of the auto rifle rolls that I do pick, but I really don't feel like you need to go any further on that. Now, we have a 59 stability with Hammer Forged, and we have a 42 handling. If we were to go to like corkscrew rifling, that would be an improvement. But that range, the range would go from 33 to 28. I really don't want to knock the range down anymore because the whole point of getting increased stability and handling is to be able to kill things that are further away. And so we're going to stick with the range on here. Now, another option that you could have would be small bore. Small bore and corkscrew, I consider to be about the same area. If you look, corkscrew gives you +5 stability, range, and handling, and small bore gives you stability and range. A little bit more. This would give you just a slight drop off, so we go down to 30 range. But again, I don't really think that little bit of added stability and handling or just stability is necessary. And as I just showed you, the anti-barrier champion that I was just annihilating, not really annihilating, I was kind of screwing around with it, but like that was all using the Hammerforged weapon, or Hammerforged barrel weapon. So that allowed me to do just enough to take down the champion. That was a master nightfall, and move forward. Let's go back to the gun here. Oh, so I didn't even need Tac Mag. So I explained why I went with Hammerforged rifling. Now, Tac Mag is my favorite magazine. I put it on a lot of guns if it's available. And it's it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh, Tac Mag, and I just pop it on. And, 2 years ago, I might not have questioned it. But really, there are other great mags that we can use. And if we go back and look, so I defaulted to Tac Mag on here. Gives you +3 in the magazine, +10 reload, and +5 stability. Now, the reload speed is a little slow on the roll that I picked, but I didn't really need it. If you play your cards right in like GMs and Masters, as I demonstrated, like I would stun the champion and then immediately reload so the gun was ready, and I would swap to my DPS weapon to take that champion down. And then the minute the barrier went back up, I would just go ahead and swap right back to the auto rifle, reload, do DPS. So you always have to remember to reload when you have that slower reload speed. But the reason why I chose to go to Accurize is look at the range. We're at 33. It takes us up to 43. That's very respectable. That is almost max range on this gun. If we were to pop full bore onto it, we'd get 48. But as I explained earlier, the full bore I just couldn't acquire. I couldn't click heads at a distance. So the Accurized rounds are just going to get us, they're going to give us a straight up 10 plus range, whereas Tac Mag is not. So Accurized, this gun actually works fine. And actually when you're out in the world and you're just shooting things, target acquisition's really easy with this gun. In fact, if you look at the aim assist, it's 81. So when you have that much aim assist on a gun, yes, have fun. Go with the barrel that's going to give you more range. Go with the mag that's going to give you more range. Unless it's like dreadfully and painfully slow to reload, then you want to get that reload speed up. But no, Accurized rounds works just fine. Going back, I chose to go with triple tap and tap the trigger. Now, triple tap, landing precision hits will return 1 round to the magazine. Now, you pop this onto an auto rifle, that 52 in the mag could suddenly go to a lot more, and it's noticeable. It's definitely noticeable when you're landing those headshots. Tap the trigger grants an improved short period of greatly increased stability and accuracy on initial trigger pull. So like you're doing that reload or you're doing that swap, you start shooting, and it's so much easier to, again, target acquisition. You're going to pop that head just like you want. Now, what are the other things that are available? We could go with Vorpal weapon. It would do more damage. I honestly don't think Vorpal is necessary in this. I mean, sure, it's good. It's good. It's very good. Vorpal is still amazing. And it still does more damage than other things that people are trying to replace it with. But I really like the triple tap and tap the trigger combination for what this gun is for. It's very good for ad clearing, and it's good for stunning champions. Yes, you could use Vorpal in a Nightfall for stunning champions, but with the reload being as slow as it is on this thing, it's not terribly slow, but it's not like my scout rifle that I use for like solo GMs. It's not wicked fast. You really should be DPSing with a different weapon. So this is just for stuns. You don't really need the Vorpal. I would go with Vorpal if I didn't have another choice. If you do go with Vorpal, it'll be perfectly fine. I chose to go with tap the trigger because I use it for more than just champions. And guys, I really hope you use this for more than just champions. The ad clearing on this gun is amazing. And then in this, no. For what I'm using this gun for, I'm not going to be moving a lot, so perpetual motion is not really going to be that great. Killing Wind could be useful. It's not really one of my top tier perks that I go to. With it being more of an endgame content weapon, with like champions in mind, and then like some basic ad clearing. I don't think stats for all is really the best pick. Tap the trigger, get those headshots, and then like that's less reloading you have to do while ad clearing. And then triple tap, and then tap the trigger for the target acquisition. And then, of course, all of the weapons in this suite of weapons, this forge, they come with land tank. This is one of the best perks you're going to get for forge weapons. Final blows with this weapon grant increased resilience and additional damage resistance from combatants. So this is perfect for endgame content. Enjoy. Sweet Sorrow, one of my favorite auto rifles in the game. Check it out. Acquire it now. Get the one that you can craft. This is really something you should have in your arsenal, and it'll be good for a very long time. On to lore, guys. Let's do the lore since we have this in here. A scratched out inscription on the barrel reads, "A birthday is just a number." How about we pick this one? Amanda Holliday hurls a wrench at the wall. Her grunt of effort punctuated by the sharp clang of metal striking metal. Her shoulders rise and fall with each labored breath in the silence that follows. She gasps softly and rushes forward, eyes scanning the surface of the wrench for cracks as her fingers frantically reach for the socket. She turns the ratchet, hoping to hear the reassuring click of the gears. But there is nothing. No movement inside from either direction. "Damn it," Amanda hisses, rubbing her heel of her palm against her eye. "Damn it." She sees a racing helmet at her feet and kicks it across the garage floor. Everything around her is a painful reminder of her ignorance. A blue and white auto rifle of Cabal design with an inscribed message on the barrel. Her favorite ramen bar and sightseeing locations circled on a map of the last city. A data pad loaded with coordinates for the old Hawken Precipice racetrack. The nearly finished Sparrow she and Neek had been working on, blazoned with airbrushed feathers of ebony and white. "Damn it," Amanda whispers. Her back brushes against the wall, and she leans into it as her body slowly crumples to the floor. Her head dips to the side and rests on the cold engine of the Sparrow beside her. She pulls her legs toward her chest and curses into her knees, burying her face in them as her shoulders begin to rise and fall in trembling bursts. Of all the friends she could have made, of all the people who could have become important in her life, of all the horrible twists of fate she could have endured, why did they all have to be him? If you'd like to support this channel, liking and commenting on the videos tells YouTube to share these videos with others who may find them useful. If you'd like to provide monetary support to help keep this channel up and running, visit my locals and Subscribe Star communities.